Hello, 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 hello. Good morning to everybody. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Yeah. Today onwards, we are starting our actual classes only. Easily understandable without any background knowledge also. Very easily, all the things you are understandable. But follow me. So, no, step by step, one by one, we are learning means you are understandable. Write it, main heading, Oracle. Some theory you are writing means then we are starting. Oracle 1960. Main heading we are put. Oracle 1960, you are right. Because installation and all these things you are understandable. Means some knowledge is required. Tools, today some tools, all the things you are understandable. Pure technically, I'm telling. Okay, yeah. Write it, some theory, write it. Oracle is an relational database which is used to store, write it, small theory. Oracle is a relational database which is used to store, already which is used to store data permanently in secondary storage devices. A secondary storage device means, don't worry, hard disk. No? Yeah. Next paragraph. Actually, in a demo classes side, I'm telling is a Oracle is a product is there. We are installing a Oracle product. Some place is created in a disk only, that is a database. Suppose that a database, we are storing a data structured format, but the data we are operating with some languages are required. I'm telling or not? Yes, that one right. Next paragraph. If you want to write it, if you want to operate Oracle database, some database is there. If you want to operate Oracle database, then we are using following languages. Some languages are there. Following languages. These are, first one, write it, SQL, structured query language. Don't worry, that is we are learning. Second one, already we are discussing these all the things. PLSQL. Third one, dynamic SQL. Dynamic SQL. Okay, na? Up to this one in a previous classes, in a demo classes side, you have an idea not? Now, very, very, very important. Now onwards, new concept. Completed this theory. What is SQL? What is PLSQL? What is dynamic SQL? Don't worry. Those are all the things in our class we are learning. Finished? Completed? These are all the things completed. Hello, hello, hello. All are writing, fastly writing. Okay, na? Yeah. Now concentrate here. Now onwards, new concepts. Up to now, everyone knows. Now different. Suppose screen observe it, slowly observe it here. In a screen only, here you are observing or not, here something is there. SQL plus. Anybody having idea what is this SQL plus? Is a long ways. This SQL plus is something is there. What is this SQL plus? Very good. This is not a long ways. One fellow is telling a what? This is a tool. What is this one? Observe here. Very, very, very important. This is also called as query tool or client tool. How you are understandable this tool and server and those languages means simple diagram Oracle Corporation giving based on the diagram. You are a first time newcomer, you are also understandable. What is this tool? What is this one means? First observe it here, concentrate here, very, very important. Now slowly observe it here, 1 minute only. Don't write it, just big diagrams are there. Today tools and all these things. SQL developer, SQL plus, Toad, navigator, these all the things today you are learning. Don't worry, new concept. Suppose I'm installing a Oracle software. Oh, don't write it, don't write it. 10 minutes, 5 minutes concentrated. I'm installing a Oracle software. Then automatically some place is created in a disk. This is called database. Daily, you are also perform operation in this database. Don't write it, just observe here. Is a place. Now slowly observe here. I am a user, for example. I am an employee, I am a user, anything. Okay, so now here I want to store some data into where this database, for example. Slowly observe here, something is there. I want to store data into permanently into where this database, for example. Again, this user wants to, you are also wants to retrieve, fetching them data from database. For example, retrieve means fetch, retrieve data from database. Observe it here. Some database is there, either Oracle, either SQL Server, either DB2 like this. Database means some place only where we can store structured collection of data, that is data. Now here users are there, users are, okay, so now wants to insert a what, storing a data into where this database and also retrieve data from database, for example. But unfortunately, if any user wants to perform these type of so many operations in database, not a single step process, always two-step process is required. That is so many fellows doesn't know. That's why tools that doesn't have an idea. This user uses a what? A two-step process. Very, very, very important. Two-step process. If any user wants to perform operations in Oracle database, compulsory that user uses two-step process. What is the two-step process means? Don't write it only, just observe it here. That notes I will tell you, but before that one, just observe it here. These two steps are step one, connect is a step only. Step one is what? Connect. Step two is a what? Communication. Both the steps I will tell you one by one or anything one of these days. One is connect, another one is communication. In this connect means now here how users are connect to the database before they are performing a what operations. How and what is that one? Today we are learning. This connect example is one of the tool is what? Example is SQL plus tool. Some tools are required. SQL plus is a tool. Toad is a tool. SQL developer is a tool. SQL navigator is a tool. I will tell you, don't worry. This SQL plus tool, one of the popular tool, that is a default. That's why whenever I'm installing a Oracle software, not required to load a what SQL plus tool. Automatically that SQL plus tool is available. That's why SQL plus is a default tool. If any user wants to perform some operations in Oracle database, compulsory that user first must connect to the database by using a tool. Otherwise, it won't work. That is the diagrams next time telling you, don't worry. Once they are given connect to the web server, then they are communicate with the database. Communicate means example is here. What is the example of the communication means? Some languages we are using. Maybe in a previous classes, you have an idea, SQL or language, PLSQL is a language is there, no? Those languages we are learning. That's why before we are starting SQL, PLSQL language, compulsory connect step, you must familiar. What is that tool? How can I connect all the things? I will tell you. Suppose in a future, you are also connecting. Suppose here, I am a user, for example. Don't write it, just here. This is a SQL plus default tool. You are not installing, required to install a Oracle SQL plus tool. Another tools means installing, don't worry. Whenever I'm installing Oracle software, automatically that the SQL plus tool is installed. I will tell you today, don't worry, don't write. Suppose my name is Morali. My manager is giving a what? Morali is a username. I'm an employee, but my username is Morali. They are giving only password, something they are giving. Okay, fine. Now I am a user connect to the where database. Yes, that user is connected. Something is there connected to Oracle database by using a which tool? SQL plus tool only. Once this is a client only. This SQL plus tool is called client tool. That client tool through users are connected to the where database. Then only within the database they are performing operations. That is different. Okay, fine. That is SQL, PLSQL. Languages are there. Okay, fine. Yes, your. Now in this one, which tables are there? That one. Don't write it down. Here, holiday table, Q1 table, test table, something is there in my Morley user. Okay, fine. Now here, that's why users are first connect to the where database by using a client tool. That's why first we are learning what is this connect, what is this communication, you have an idea. Then installation we are telling me easily we are starting on it. Okay, yes, yeah. Write it, some theory, write it next. At least today, first connect to diagram through, I am telling, write it. Next para. If any user, some users are there, don't worry. If any user wants to perform some operations in Oracle database, then that user uses following two-step process, right? This theory, write it up to some stage theory, right? Following two-step process, because newcomers know it is all the terminology important. If any user wants to perform some operations in Oracle database, then that user uses following two-step process. What are the two steps? Means I will tell you. These are, write it, theory, write it. These are practically very interesting. These are first one, connect. Today connect, at least we are starting. Connect. This example, write it. Oh, maybe connect something is there. Today we are starting only example. One of the tool is a what? SQL plus tool. Some client tool is there. I will tell you these tools today. Second step. These are here. First means first step only. This one. Okay. Second one. Communication. Example, write it. SQL, comma, PLSQL languages. Okay, na? And now, slowly I'm telling, not taking. Suppose first today we are starting. What is this connect? So many tools names are there. That names also you must be familiar. But this is don't afraid only. Why? Because Oracle Corporation giving a beautiful diagram only. Through that diagram, everyone understandable. Not my diagram. Oracle Corporation only giving that much of easy this subject only. Now here write it. Step 1. Step 1. Connect. At least first time newcomer purpose diagrammatical empty. Connect. Before we are starting some theory, what is this connect? I will tell you, easily understandable. Because installation before connect tool, some user knowledge is required. Okay, yeah. Finish this one, connect and communication. Now connect, observe here. Suppose first time newcomer, slowly observe here. Don't write it. Because that big diagram next day I'm trying only first, roughly first time. Suppose I am installing a Oracle software. Then automatically some place is created in a disk only. This is called database. So many times I'm repeating. Suppose this is a Oracle DB database. DB means database. Don't write, observe here. In this one, a collection of database objects are there, tables are there, in a future procedures are there, functions are there, triggers are there, packages are there, clusters are there, synonyms are there, indexes are there. Okay, so so many things are there. For example, these are database objects. In a relational database also, these database objects are there. You are also learning in our course, what is table, what is the procedure, what is the function, what is the view, what is the sequence, like this, what is synonym. So many things. Some purpose is there for handling a what data means. They are giving in a relational database side some database objects. Otherwise, tables, you have an idea, you are a first time newcomer. Okay, fine. These are, don't write it, collection of database objects. In a relational database also, some database objects, tables, procedures, views, we are writing. Okay, fine. Actually, we are writing daily. So now here in the format of our data, in a way, tables, views, sequence, synonyms, like these are called collection of database objects. That is everyone knows. Now slowly observe it here. I am a user, for example. Suppose here I am an employee. User means you are confusing. Employee, I am an employee. I want to talk to this database. Maybe talk to this database means we are performing an operation in the data in a database. Okay, fine. I am an employee. I want to talk to this database means I want to perform some operations in a database means how can I? Very good. Which language we are using? Very good. What is the language? SQL is a language. SQL, structured query language. So now here structured query language only. Structured query language. That's why if any user wants to perform some operations or any user now wants to perform some operations, observe here, operations in Oracle database, compulsory they are using a what? Which language? Very good. Structured query language. I am also, you are also thinking like that, but unfortunately this is a wrong one. This is a wrong one. This is a wrong one. The users are directly not interacting with the what? Databases. These are database servers actually. These are servers, DB servers. I am also here also directly interacting with the what servers? Impossible. In a client tool is required to talk to this database, to operate the data in a database. Language okay, but compulsory client tool is required to connect to the where? This database server. That's why first these users are, observed here, these users are, some users are there, these users are connect to the where? Yes, tool only. Observed here, some tool. These are called query tools or client tool. These are called client tool. Then only through this client tool only, yes, users are connect to the where? Database. Once they are connecting, then only they are using a what? This language. That much of powerful. That's why ever database also same thing, but Oracle also same thing. Only in Oracle, before any user performing any operations, then that user first connect to the database by using client tool or query tool. Whenever I am installing, you are installing a what Oracle software, one tool is automatically created. That is SQL plus tool. That tool you are not required to load because that is a default tool. Another tools are there. Those tools you are loading only. And now here, yes, in a future, I'm installing, you are installing a Oracle software. How you are installing Oracle software, I will tell you here. SQL plus tool is there or not? I'm not installing also. Whenever I'm installing a Oracle software also, automatically this tool is installed. This is a default tool only. And now here in a future, how can I open? What is that one? How can I install? I will tell you. These are SQL plus tool, SQL star plus or SQL plus tool. Through this one, users are connected to the where server. How can I miss? I will tell you. Now, what is the beautiful diagram Oracle Corporation giving me? 5 minutes concentrate. 5 minutes. At least today, 5 minutes only. Then only theory and all these things I will tell you. First, this diagram important. Big diagram is there. Oracle Corporation giving how much beautiful diagram is observed here. Suppose, concentrate, slight difference in a previous case and this case. Whenever I'm installing a Oracle software, slowly observe here. 5 minutes only. Then automatically one place is created in a disk only. This is Oracle database. In this database, so many collection of database objects are there, same like other relational databases. Tables, views, sequences, synonyms, clusters, so many things are there, don't worry. These are collection of database objects. Slowly observe here, collection of database objects. But users are, okay, this database, they are want to operations they are performing in a real-time projects are outside means, first users are connect to the where tool, that is important. This is a user, what is the user and all these things later, don't worry, user. Users are first connect to the where some tools only. These tools are also called as client tool or query tool. This is a server, this is a client actually. Not only Oracle database, also some client tools are there. Client tools or query tools. These users are connect to the client tools, then only this client tool connect to the where server. Once the client tool is connected to the server, then only we are allowed to use a what operating purpose. Some languages, that is a SQL, PLSQL, some languages are there. No? What is the language? SQL is a language. Here, structured query language. That language we are learning in the future, don't worry. But here today, at least you are a first time newcomer. What is this client tools? You must familiar some names. What are the names? Means observe here. What are the examples are there in a client tool? Examples, very important. Client tools examples. What is the example? Means first one, very important. Here, client tool example, first example is now here, SQL plus is a tool is there, one of the tool only. This is a what? A default tool. We are not required to load this tool explicitly. Whenever we are installing a what Oracle software, automatically this tool is created. That's why default tool first we are starting only. Okay, fine. Now, not only that one, this is a command line interface, but unfortunately in a real time, explicit tools also they are using only, but unfortunately they are purchasing what those tools from different companies only. Suppose Toad is a tool from First Software. Why they are loading what those explicit tools means? Yes, debugging is very easy. because this is a GUI is there, but learners are learning about through the where SQL plus tool because each and everything they are typing means commands easy remembering purpose maybe. Now check it out. SQL plus tool is there. This is a default tool. Now another graphical user interface tools are there. One of the tool is popular tool, maybe 7 years, 8 years back only. So many companies are using a what? Toad is a tool, but nowadays this Toad is a less. Toad is a tool is there. There is also client tool that is from Quest software. So many companies purchasing a what? Toad tool. They are loading a what? Connect to the where? Connect for correcting server, Oracle database server. But that is GUI tool. But nowadays some companies are not using only. But nowadays companies are using a what? Another explicit tool is there. That is maybe in our class also some fellows are familiar. SQL developer is a tool is there. SQL developer is a tool. That is also GUI tool, same like a graphical user interface is there, same like a Toad only. But that is popular nowadays. Nowadays, 80% of the companies are using a what? SQL developer is a tool. These are GUI tools, best for debugging and all this thing compared to Toad only. That's why maybe nowadays, last 3 or 4 years onwards, popular tool that one. Again, olden days, I'm identifying only another tool they are giving anywhere, some companies only. What is that one? SQL Navigator is a tool. Navigator is a tool. You are interested to download pirated software means yes, possible. Okay, so now these tools are available in net only. Don't worry. But SQL plus tool only not required to load. So now install. Why? Because that is already there. Whenever we are installing Oracle software, automatically that tool is there. How we are installing a what? Oracle software. Next class aside, one of these days I will tell you. Don't worry. That's why these tools are yes, Toad. Observe here, screen observe. Toad is there. No? Toad onwards up to SQL Navigator. These are GUI tools. GUI means graphical interface, user interface tools only. That is GUI tools. Graphical user interface tools only. Okay, understood? Or maybe based on this diagram, first time non-technical person also understandable. Or maybe this a server is there. If you want to any user wants to connect to the communicate with the what a server means, first that user connect to the tool only, client tool required. Yes, this client tool only connect to the where server. Then only through this client tool only, I am also, you are also employees, username, passwords, they are giving in a where project site, database administrator. Through that one only, we are connect to the where server. Now we are through that one only, we are performing operations by using SQL PSQL language. But before that one, what is SQL plus tool means? This is a client tool, one of the client tool. Whenever we are installing Oracle, automatically this SQL plus tool is created. But unfortunately, in a real time, not only that SQL plus, explicitly also some tools are available. Toad, SQL Developer, and SQL Navigator. These are graphical user interface tools, only GUI tools, just terminology understandable purpose. Understood? Yes, here. First we are writing about some theory, then only we are drawing about a diagram. Okay? Yes, here. Very good. Yes, here MySQL workbench is there. Now one fellow is asking, Murli sir, can we use MySQL workbench here? No. This is Oracle. Oracle means this client tool they are giving. MySQL means MySQL workbench they are giving. Okay, like that. Okay, yeah, very good. Because MySQL is another relational database, Oracle is another relational database, SQL Server is another relational database, Teradata is another relational database. These are similar concepts are there, but unfortunately, tools names are different, syntactically different, functions are different. Functionality same, but functions are different. And now those all the things in demo already we are telling you. Yeah, don't worry. Practically means everyone understandable. Write it some theory. This SQL plus tool also we are starting in next classes. So don't worry. Okay. How can I install Oracle software also we are telling. Don't worry. Entry editions are there. Enterprise edition, Express edition. Observe here. In a future, so many things are there. Okay. So now select the star from. We are connecting means here Enterprise edition software. Don't try to use Express edition. What is Enterprise edition? What is Express edition? Which users are available? These are all the things we are telling. One of the stage. Don't worry. First tool we are starting only before we are starting our database server. Write it. Some theory write it. in Oracle side also. In Oracle, before any user wants to perform any operations in Oracle database, then that user then that user first connect to the where connect to then that user first connect to the database by using client tool. By using client tool. Write it. Next para. Client tool. Next para, write it. Easily understandable. Practically very interesting. Up to some stage theory. Okay. Whenever, write it. Whenever we are installing Oracle software. Oracle software means Oracle server, don't worry. Oracle server or Oracle software, then automatically SQL plus tool is created. Is a client tool. That's why SQL plus is a default tool. This tool too, how can I interact? These all the things, some demos through we are telling, don't worry. This SQL plus tool, how can I select? What is the username? What is the password? We are learning next, okay? At least today, draw this diagram. Then only one SQL plus tool I am telling. This tool's names awareness purpose. This diagram drawn. Is theory finished? At least today, first time, no? Draw this small diagram only. Just some names, awareness purpose. This is Oracle Corporation giving beautiful diagram only, very easy. First, this is a user, client tools, structured query language, your Oracle database, some collection of database objects like these names. I want client tool name. User, write it here. Some users are there, don't worry. Client tool like this. These names at least I want. Client tools examples also note it down. GUM is graphical user interface tools. stored on what's the tool. Now, through this small demo SQL plus tool through commit rollback, what happened, server, okay, so now about what happened, some operations we are interacting is then easily understandable. Oh, maybe this one. Then only additions I'm telling, users I'm telling, then only installation I'm telling. That Oracle software we are installing means then concepts easily understandable. Daily we are practicing. SQL plus is same like a DOS prompt, only command line interface. That colors and all these things we are changing also, I'm telling you. Okay, na? This user first connect to the where client tool. These names, these are GUI tools. GUI is graphical user interface tool. This is not a GUI, command line interface in SQL plus tool. Practical, I'm showing. Okay, finished. Now here, yes. Simple diagram. Okay, now first we are learning about this tool through we are starting only. At least something you are understandable. How can I install Oracle software? Then this tool is automatically created. This command line interface to how you are connected to the server. Those all the things I am telling. That is the next class is better because this is a first class. No, some fellows are another fellows are also coming. And now tomorrow, first Saturday. No, tomorrow there is no class. Monday will continue. Next class will be on Monday. Monday will continue. Okay, na? Thank you. Don't miss the classes. Why? Because so many things practically, all the things we are diagrammatically I'm telling you, you are understandable. Okay, then Monday I will tell you because tomorrow Saturday, no, yeah. Practical means after installation, practical. Unfortunately, Saturdays also classes are there in a future. Sunday only off only. But first Saturday, first or second Saturday, okay, we are leaving only. Okay. Because so much of syllabus is there. That's the problem. Okay, maybe your comfort, then we are okay. Already in a demo classes, I'm telling you, SQL Server, Oracle, DB2, MySQL, these are relational databases. Oracle from my Oracle Corporation, SQL Server from Microsoft, DB2 from IBM company, like this different companies. Actually, okay, anybody wants recorded videos and also PDF means you have to ask management. Those persons only send it. I'm giving all the things only. Those persons only take care. Okay, na? Yeah. In every batch, those persons only they're sending all the things. Okay, tomorrow there is no class. Day after tomorrow, okay, Monday will continue. Okay. One fellow is asking only, Murli sir, I am learning about Power BI only. Which one is a better option? Actually, Power BI is a reporting tool in a data warehousing applications. TabView, Power BI, these are powerful tools. Maybe calls are how it will be there in a now present situation, I don't know. But if you are interested to go to Power BI reporting tool, means SQL Server is a course is there, not our Oracle course. SQL Server is there, no? Microsoft product SQL Server is there, no? That is a better option. Our Oracle you are learning also, SQL queries you are writing, but they are preferring a what SQL Server. Okay, yeah. Java developers, .NET developers, Python developer means Oracle is a better option. Oracle only. There is no chance. Java means Oracle. Okay. SQL Server means maybe another batches like that. Okay. I am not dealing with SQL Server. I'm a Oracle professional. Yeah. Working as so many years in a PLSQL developer like that. Okay. Okay, na? Monday we will continue. Okay, thank you. Thank you for attending these classes. Monday will continue. Next class will be on Monday. Thank you.